on Bulls Words Network, and we are here for a special. I said I wasn't going to do it, but it's at this point it's like ingrained, right? I really didn't even realize I was going into the full intro. That's
Oh, let's
the
do it.
designer, host and creator of the Windy City Breeze.
What's
I'm
up,
CEO
y'all?
Haize, host and creator of Chicago Bulls Central. We are here to react. Kevin Durant has formally requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets. So far on his list, what's been reported is mainly the Suns and the Miami Heat. Me and Pat just read a report that the Bulls are actually plus 400 and the fourth team overall as far as odds to land Kevin Durant after the Mavericks and the other two teams that we mentioned. Pat, the question, title of this video, can the Bulls make a play for Kevin Durant? Do you think it's possible?
Absolutely. I do.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's going to be the best play on the market, but I think there's a decent package the Bulls can offer. It's going to piss Bulls fans off. I will say this because the package that I have in mind is definitely a we're moving away from Patrick Williams type of package, but the only way you even get the conversation started is if Patrick Williams is in that package. To me, you offer P. Will, you offer DeMar, you offer Vooch, you offer the pick. If there's little miscellaneous pieces they want back on and out, I will say that does put you a little bit over, I believe, what Kevin Durant makes. But you get back a little ancillary piece or something small in return. The reason this puts them into play is because I'm basing it on what I know about the Brooklyn Nets. What I know about the Brooklyn Nets is they are not a team that likes to be in the losing column for very long because of how long they spent in the losing column. So they're willing to leverage it. And the examples I will give you, when they went out and they put that D'Angelo Russell team together, when they went out and they put that Paul Pierce team together, both times we said, what are y'all doing? You've got to win this year. I'm not saying that it's the perfect package. I think that a team of if they do keep Kyrie Irving and DeAndre Ayton is one of the nastiest pick and rolls in the NBA. But to me, I think that there's a package that can be sent. And on top of that, even if you feel like, oh my goodness, we're giving up too much, you still have 24-year-old Lonzo. You still have 27-year-old Zach LaVine. You have your rookies from this year, which we don't know what they're going to be. You still have Ayo Dosunmu. You still have Alex Caruso. That's the kind of deal that I'm thinking the Bulls possibly could put out there, and it could be enticing to Brooklyn because we know that they're a very win-now type of team. I do think a lot of what we're talking about here, though, depends on what happens with Kyrie Irving. So I'll ask you, are the Bulls in play more or less if Kyrie stays in Brooklyn?
Ooh.
Are we here for conversation today, baby?
I honestly think if Kyrie, if they also plan on moving Kyrie, right? Kyrie's last year left on his deal, something like well, not something like that. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I do think that you have to move him and try to get younger. You still have Ben Simmons there, right? Who I know a lot of people are down on Ben Simmons, rightfully so, but Ben Simmons is still there to at least be a piece, right? And then if you get a God forbid, whatever, who knows? Like whatever. Can you possibly do a quick rebuild, a retool, not a rebuild again to quote Garpax. Garpax getting them checks. I mean, it's definitely. I think the Bulls are more likely at that point because then you got to look at what the Bulls can offer, right? If to your point, if the Nets are trying to stay as competitive as possible, because like you said, they do not like to not be competitive. A package built around Patrick Williams and DeMar DeRozan gets you pretty close to that, right? You still at that point have Ben Simmons as well. Yep. You then whatever you bring in the Kyrie trade, which you're going to bring something back of note. I can see what, like, when we talked about this before, when we initially talked about doing this live, I told you there's no way in hell that the Bulls are going to get in on this Kevin Durant thing. It's not happening. Let it go. But listen, you just presented an argument that I have to at least think about, right? I'm not saying that the Bulls, but here's the thing that I want to talk to you about. There are some other pieces on the Brooklyn Nets that we may be interested in bringing to shore up this bench. Do you think you make a move then, whether it not be for Kevin Durant?
I'll tell you this, right? The only piece that, well, that depends on what Brooklyn's decision is here, right? Because if you go out and you get the package that they're talking about for Miami, right? Then you could be talking about that team possibly doing a rebuild because you're probably not keeping a star on that team. You've just got Kyrie Irving. You do have Ben Simmons. I don't know how that works together. Well, I guess that kind of works together. Ben can play the one. Kyrie can play the two. So I guess that would kind of work. I don't know if that's the dynamic they want to go with there in Brooklyn, but that would be yet to be seen. But I think if they make a move to Phoenix and you get DeAndre Ayton back from Phoenix, that's a nasty pick and roll. That's a team that still can win right now. That's a team that's going to be in the Eastern Conference standings and being talked about next season. That's not a team that is going to take 4 or 5 years for them to come together. Now, whether and the thing is, right, like Kyrie opts in, we don't know what the conversations behind the scenes are, but for me, Kyrie's the key to all of this. And I know that sounds crazy to say with everything with Kyrie, but Kyrie is from Brooklyn. He wants to win in Brooklyn. He said this multiple times, but things just haven't worked out with the team that he's been on there. So now that maybe Kyrie's going to be the solo piece there, maybe he sticks around and you're not talking about a rebuild. That would make it tough to get a lot of those ancillary pieces out of there. I love Seth Curry. I've said this for a while. I've wanted Seth Curry on the Bulls since he was like 28 years old. Now he's like 33.
Bro, I still think. Listen, I understand where you're coming from. Like I said, you did present a deal that I would say that has made me think. I still think you're crazy for thinking that the Bulls can get into the Kevin Durant sweepstakes. Personally, when you have a player like DeAndre Ayton out there, which makes a lot of sense, and a combination of Ben Simmons, Kyrie, Ayton. That can make some. It's not going to be a title contender or anything, but it can make some moves in the East. Now, it really does depend on. I think that's the biggest thing. The Kevin Durant thing, he's requested a trade. At some point, he's going to be moved during the season. Whether it happens in the offseason, more towards the trade deadline, it's going to happen. He's requested the trade.
Yep.
The biggest question is, what do they do with Kyrie at that point? Can they do enough to convince Kyrie to stay? If they don't feel like that, if they want to say, hey, let's get rid of all the headaches, let's bring in total. Well, all the headaches would include Ben Simmons because that dude is absolutely a headache.
That's the headache. That's the biggest headache.
That being said, like, do they truly look at, hey, Kyrie, let's go ahead and move you to the team that you want to go to? At least if we trade you now, they get your bird rights. You can get the most money rather than doing it in the free agency. Who really knows, right? But the biggest thing right now is, where do we realistically see Kevin Durant? Now, we're a Bulls channel. We had to do some talk about him possibly coming to the Bulls.
Well,
what team?
Before you get off of it, I'll say this. How much does continuity matter in a Brooklyn Nets situation? Because I've got Kyrie, I've got Ben Simmons, how that's not continuity at all.
That's not.
You're adding that into 3 players that all 3 can be placed in that Brooklyn Nets starting lineup because they don't have anybody else left. So Vooch, DeMar, P. Will, all 3 of those players already know how to play with each other. And DeMar and P. Will have worked out in the offseason together. You're just adding Kyrie into that. How much does continuity play into that?
Bro, you're really trying to force this thing. There is no argument for that. They are not taking what the Bulls can offer. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Hey, I'm meathead right now. That's okay. I'm meathead right now.
This is what we're gonna say right now. This is what we're gonna say. I tell you this right now. I'm going on record. Bulls Nation can hold me to this. If the Bulls trade for Kevin Durant this offseason, I will pay Pat's mortgage for a month.
Hey, y'all heard that right there.
You heard it here first.
My mortgage.
You heard it here first.
Hey, we in Chicago, baby. This a real mortgage. But hey, listen, I'm gonna hold you to it at a minimum. No, I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying that it's out of the realm of possibility because Vooch wasn't in our realm of possibility. DeMar wasn't in our realm of possibility.
No, that's not true. That's not true. DeMar only wasn't in the Bulls' realm of possibility because he even said it. He thought he was going to the whole basketball world thought he was going to LA.
And
things fall through.
And where is he?
Yeah, but that's not the same as a team, as a player who's still under contract demanding a trade and having his list, right? The Bulls don't have the best asset. There's nothing in which the Bulls have the best offer to present, bro. That's really what it boils down. Had the Bulls still had more draft capital, we can have an argument there.
Well, let's talk about some of the other assets, right? He said Miami and he said Phoenix. Phoenix has the best package for sure. Ayton is instantly the best piece in there.
He's the best single piece that either team can offer.
What else are they sending back that's worth it?
What are the Suns' draft? What's their draft capital coming up?
Brooklyn's not gonna want the capital. Brooklyn, only reason they would want.
I'm telling you this right now. You're wrong, bro. You're wrong. This is like when you said Rudy Gobert's trade value was gonna go down. They're still gonna want some draft picks, bro. They're gonna want some type of insurance. Because listen, Kyrie is likely to go and move to the desert and become Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi at any point in time. Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is who knows? Like that man may he may develop into a agoraphobe where he can't leave the house at some point. He literally
Oh,
has trauma. Like so, you have to take some first rounders back just in case if it doesn't work out.
but they've got first rounders already.
How
They've
many?
got first
The
rounders
Nets
from
have
the
a bunch of
Harden
first
deal.
rounders.
They got
This
first
is true.
rounders from the Harden deal.
This
So
is true,
why do I need more draft capital? I need players that can play right now.
bro. I'm telling you, man. I get what you're getting at, but
I'm
it's
just
not. It's
saying,
not happening for the Bulls, bro.
bro.
It's not happening, man.
We just saw like 3 draft picks move for Christian Wood. How many draft picks is it going to take to get Kevin Durant on your team, brother? You got to give up. They don't. The CBA won't even allow that many picks to get moved.
Well, no, it's not. It's the combination of players that can play right now and picks, bro. There's never been name a time a player of Kevin Durant's caliber has been moved, no matter what came back.
Never.
And their picks
Never.
weren't involved
Maybe
in it. It happens.
is the closest thing we're talking about a trade. Is the closest thing was Chuck traded? Was Charles Barkley traded, or did he just sign with?
I think he was. You would think he was traded. You're going a little bit before my time.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, mine too. But I'm just
But
saying, like, to me, that
hype
would be
RNT. Bulls can offer a first, Zach P. Will, and no, they can't. They can't offer. They can offer Portland's first, which is automatically not in the lottery. That's barely a first.
Yeah.
So
no, that's not gonna get it done.
Yeah, it's not gonna get it done.
I love how we just sprinkle Kobe's name in anything at this point.
At this, he's literally like, "Hey, while you're doing the trade, like just throw in that $7 million contract. Just go ahead and throw that in."
Hold on, though. Kobe might be a nice piece for them because they probably, you would think Brooklyn, if they move on from Kyrie, they probably going young. Ayton is young. Bruce Brown is young. Who's the other dude I'm forgetting off of that Brooklyn team that's young? He's a second-year player. Wow, that's bad. I can't remember. They got a couple of young pieces on there. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Somebody in the comments will say it. And you're probably going young at every position there. You're probably flipping draft picks for young players.
I mean, listen, it's an interesting conversation to have, bro.
Damn,
like,
shout out to Baki in the chat, man.
Baki's in the building. First of all, Baki's in the building. First, we gotta stop right there. Stop right there. We got Baki in the building, man. Shout out to Baki, man. I almost played something I can't play on Locked On Bulls. I thought I was on Chicago Bulls Central for a second. Yeah, it was almost a big "what up" N-word sound effect. But, you know, can't do that here. Can't do that here. But yeah, okay. So realistically, taking outside the Bulls, who do you think offers the best package?
How much does Kevin Durant's input count? Because I mean, Phoenix has the only piece that's ready. To me, Phoenix has a set piece that right now you can plug in with Kyrie Irving and you can win a lot of games in the Eastern Conference.
You keep it moving, right? Keep it moving.
But I don't know if they're actually taking Kevin Durant's list into account. They said, actually, I know they're not. They said they're going to do what's best for them with the best package. So I guess in that case, right, Phoenix would probably be the team that he ends up on. I think I'll say this: the Bulls can offer more than what Miami can. The Bulls package is better than Miami's package. So what are you sending me? Duncan Robinson? Keep it.
Tyler Hero?
You sending me who?
Tyler Hero?
Keep it. I got Seth Curry. He shoots better.
He's also smaller, but
what you sending me? Keep it. That Gary Trent, or not Gary Trent. I'm tweaking. Gabe Vincent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Bulls, I think, are in more now. Miami. Oh,
Bam! Miami, you forgot Bam. Bam has to be in the package at that point.
Is Miami moving Bam?
Yes, for Kevin Durant, they're moving Bam.
Probably
they're moving Bam.
You're probably moving Bam. Bam's not a bad one, but even then, right? I still say the Bulls package is better. I'm sending you 3 players that can play right now. Now, nobody's is better. If they're going best package, and I don't know what they're going to send back, the Suns is it. They've got the only player that's an all-star.
Yeah.
And is young. I mean, like, Tyler Hero's young, but, like, Tyler Hero's going to be 6th man of the year every year. He feels like he needs a bigger role. I'm sorry, bro. You're not coming to this team to play shooting guard. What other position you could play?
What does this do, you think, for the Brooklyn Nets as far as keeping some of the players that are free agents that people thought were gone? Like a Nick Claxton. Do they now look to keep a Nick Claxton?
The question around that for me is like, did Claxton also want out of there? Like, you might be looking to keep him, but it's about, can you keep him at this point? Well, I guess he's restricted, right? Is Claxton restricted or is he unrestricted? He's restricted.
He's
So
restricted.
so Claxton might still be in play. Claxton might be your 5, but again, right? Why would you keep Claxton? Either package you're talking about, Claxton is.
I'm gonna need you to listen, bro. You've said package on this show a little bit too much. Can we replace the word
Brother,
package with
like,
something
good
else?
Lord, brother,
Can we
relax
put
out here, man. We're out here throwing challenge flags on the play. Any trade package, good Lord, that you're talking about, you're getting a big man back in. So why would you keep Claxton?
Yeah, that's true.
Like both of them, like Bam is probably in the package, the trade package. Now you got me being subconscious about it. The trade package that Miami is sending back. So you're getting a big man either way, or DeAndre Ayton. Is there a team outside of, because we're Bulls, Miami, Phoenix that's in play?
I mean, you got to think. It depends on, like, if the Nets have the balls to look at Kevin Durant in the face and said, "Oh, you said Phoenix and Miami. Oh, that's cool. But Boston just offered us Jaylen Brown. We don't care what you don't like the city of Boston. You work that out with them. We got to do what's best for us." If they have, because most franchises do not have the balls to do that. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
If the Nets say,
they
"Hey,
don't want to burn bridges."
Yes, if the Nets say, "Hey, we heard the teams you said you want, but this team over here has the absolute best deal for us available."
Yeah.
Bye, Kevin. If you want to request another trade, do the James Harden, request another trade from them. We ain't got time for it. If they say that, if they have the gall to do that, that would set such a precedent in the NBA. I don't think we've ever seen a superstar demand a trade and have a list and not go to one of the teams on that list.
Hold on.
Baki said, check Twitter. What happened?
Baki said, check Twitter. What do we got? Bam
When
Adebayo.
Baki says check Twitter, some stuff then went down.
1 minute ago. Shout out to Baki, by the way. Bam Adebayo is not currently eligible to be included in a potential Kevin Durant trade with the Nets because of NBA salary cap rules, unless Ben Simmons is also a part of the deal. Well, we know it's dead now because Jimmy was been alive.
There you go. That's it. Baki just crushed all that.
Now here's a bigger one. Baki with another one from Legion Hoops. This report coming from Woj at ESPN. This is huge. KD and Kyrie Irving teaming up again is certainly a possibility. They want to continue to play together, so the beef is not KD and Kyrie, but the sense is they don't want to do it in Brooklyn. That's huge. That's huge because now you're talking about possibly Brooklyn basically is going to say, all right, well, now we're definitely not giving you what you want.
Exactly.
You both want to leave? All right, bet. We're going to get the best.
We're going to get the best deal for y'all.
So now I think that changes everything. Shout out to Baki in the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
I think
Baki and hold on, we got to shout out Spider-Man too because he definitely looks like Tom Holland. Damn. Yeah, Spider-Man's in the bill. It's somebody from CBC. The chat refreshed. I have to find him later. Yeah,
but no, now you're talking about neither player probably getting what they want. Although KD probably does, I guess, because he wants to go to Phoenix. They're getting DeAndre Ayton back. Where's Kyrie now? Kyrie, I can pass on in Chicago. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Kyrie is a great player, but
we good. That time is gone. Like when they were talking about Jimmy Butler and him possibly pairing up in Chicago, I was interested. That were years past that. I don't care about that no more.
Dang, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, bro. Long time ago. That was before Kyrie became Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm telling you, bro. Like, when y'all don't be surprised when Kyrie and his 33-year-old, I don't even know how old he is, literally disappears from the face of the earth. He reappears 5 years later in a Jedi robe, walking out the desert somewhere.
He doesn't even disappear. He just actually fades away.
And mid-conference, like the meme.
He doesn't even walk away. He just fades into energy.
Yeah. Everybody keeps seeing Vooch, P. Will picks. The Bulls don't have picks. We got the Portland pick, and we can't trade another pick until 2027.
Yeah, we
gave up so many second-round picks. I did not realize how many second-round picks we gave up until I was really looking. The next time the Bulls are scheduled to have their own second-round pick, it's like 2029, bro.
That's okay. You can buy those. I'm fine with it. We're
crazy.
good at. Hey, there's one thing that we know here in Chicago. Picks are always for sale.
Locked On NBA is in the building. We know who that is. That's Nick.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Kenobi. Yes, yes, yes.
I like that one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's
No,
that's crazy, man.
I mean, listen, we really hopped on here just to react to this news. This is a lot of movement around the NBA, a completely different situation than we thought. The odds right now are that the Bulls are top 4. In your mind, who are the top 4 teams in play for Kevin Durant right now? Are the Bulls one of those teams, or do you have somebody else in there?
No, I'm not giving the Bulls a chance to land Kevin Durant. I'm looking at it, looking at Suns, Miami have to be there just because they're on his list. Outside of that, you got to look at a team like New York could possibly do something. We know he does like New York. I look at Boston if they're interested, right? They could very well want to run it back with Tatum and Brown, but if they're interested, they can definitely put a package together. Now you got me saying they can definitely put a deal together. Who else off the top of my head? Denver could probably put something together as well. So those are the teams I'm looking at that can do something. Listen,
bro, hold on. Are you trying to reverse mind trick yourself so that if this happens, you can lose your mind to its full lostness? Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm wired to be crazy, bro. I don't have to do anything to lose my mind.
I'm just saying, you put Denver above us.
Yes, absolutely. Because they have a reigning MVP on their team. Absolutely.
You put Denver above us.
Absolutely.
Denver I love MPJ, but his back don't love him. So like he's above DeMar, Vooch, P. Will. Really?
Yes.
All right, my boy. Hey, y'all heard it there first, man. I got Bulls top 4. I would say, of course, the 2 teams that are on his. I actually have Bulls. I would say third in. Well, I guess they were third. No, they were fourth on the odds. I would say third for the Bulls. Because I think they can offer a better trade deal than Miami can. I would put Phoenix is number 1. I like your Boston move, especially now. Kyrie back to Boston. That'd be hilarious. I like your Boston move, though, with KD, because I think that's actually the best deal. We just kind of know Kevin Durant doesn't want to be there. That's not Brooklyn's problem.
Yeah.
So that's me, man.
I really hope that the Nets have like I said, the goal to trade Kevin Durant to whatever team offers them the best deal and say, hey, man, we don't care nothing about your list.
The mitigated goal, actually.
Man, let's get up out of here, man. This is supposed to be a quick episode. We 20 minutes in, man. Thank you guys for joining this quick reaction episode to the Kevin Durant requesting a trade. He's not coming to the Bulls, despite what my co-host Pat may have you believe. We're not in the running for Kevin Durant. Hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Thank you guys for tuning in to Locked On Bulls. Thank you for making us your first listen every day. Now for your second listen, go and check on Locked On NBA, where the Locked On experts break down everything going on in the NBA in 30 minutes or less. They're available wherever you get your podcast. But thank you for tuning in to Locked On Bulls. For Pat the Designer, I'm Haize. We out. Peace, y'all.